Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share my analysis of the third movement of the Webern's Piano Variations Opus 27. We are working from the P3 row that our professor gave us. This is 3, 11, 10, 2, 1, 0, 6, 4, 7, 5, 9, 8. So let's look at the first 5 measures. First 5 measures, I divided this row into trichords because of the rhythm pattern, the duration. So it goes long, short, short, long, short, short, long, 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 and long, short, short. So let's rhythm naturally groups the notes into 3 note units. And that's the basis I'll use to explain the opening. In measure 1, we get E flat, B and B flat, 3, 11, 10. And 3, 11, 10, we will get our normal form. It's 10, 11, 3. We just only get the clockwise. And we have to go our prime form. And prime form is 0, 1, 5. 0, 1, 5, and the 14th number is 3-4. This set has a semitone plus a fourth. One side is very close and the other side is wide open. I think of it as a seat of tension versus space, like Webern opening the piece with a cushion. Okay, and then we go to our measure 2. Measure 2 was D, C sharp, and C. The normal form was 0, 1, 2. You just only go to clockwise, and the prime form is 0, 1, 2. The 14th number 3-1, 3, 1. This is the most compact cluster. 3 consecutive semitones. It feels like the music presses down to its highest point, almost like a sudden punch. And then in measure 3, we get F sharp, E and G, 6, 4, 7. We will get our prime form 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 3, and 14th number 3-2. This is the semitone plus a minor third, so it opens up just a little compared to 3-1, the 14th number 3-1. Here, the tension begins to release, and the music starts to unfold. Finally, we get measure 4 and 5, 5, 9, 8. 5, 9, 8. We have the F, A, and G sharp. So the prime form, we will go the normal form first, 5, 8, 9. Our prime form is 0, 1, 4. 0, 1, 4, and the 14th number 3-3. That's a semitone plus a major third, even wider. So this pushes the music into a more open, forward-moving space and feels like a closer of the opening phrase. So already we see a really clear progressions in the P3 row. It's 3-4, and we go the 14th number 3-4, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. So let's a seat of tensions, maximize compression, slight release, and then a broader expansion. So now here's the really interesting part. If we look at the I3 row, and the I3 row is 3, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 0, 2, 11, 1, 9, 10. This row has the same duration, the same rhythm pattern, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, 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 short, short. And then we will see in measures 5 to 8, I3 gives us the first 3, 7, 8, the prime form 0, 1, 5, the 14th number 3-4, then 4, 5, 6. The prime form 0, 1, 2. Floating number 3-1. Next 0, 2, 11. Prime form 0, 1, 3. Floating number 3-2. And finally 1, 9, 10. Prime form 0, 1, 4. Floating number 3-3. So again, we get 3-4, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, just like the opening P3. So this shows Webern is not just using the row randomly. He's repeating the same structural logics across different row forms. Both P3 and I3 moved from the tightest trichords to the widest, creating consistency in how the phrases unfold. This way, even without tonality, the phrases feel related and coherent. Now, if we think about this in terms of narrative theory from Webern, there are 4 archetypes. Did you remember? The tragedy, comedy, romance, and irony. The opening phrase actually maps onto one of these stories. In measure 1, we have the seed. That's the order. In measure 2, everything compresses into the tightest cluster, like transgressions taking over. Then, in measure 3 to 5, the music gradually opens up again, and the phrase closes in a more expanded space. So, the phrase follows a comedy archetype. Order is temporarily defeated but ultimately restored. That means Webern is using set expansion not only as a substitute for tonal motion, but also as a way of shaping narrative direction. In conclusion, opening of the third movement shows how Webern builds phrase directions and even narrative by moving trichords from the tightest cluster out toward wider intervals, replacing traditional harmonic with set-class logic, and shaping the story as a kind of comedy. Thank you.